Hi everyone, welcome to my free Excel dashboard tutorial. This is the second tutorial of this Excel dashboard, or I call it entertainment dashboard built in Excel. Now if you look at what we have right here, we just got this dashboard built without formatting. So we can switch between the revenue and the numbers of tickets sold, and we can switch between the locations we have right here, and as well between the different types of ticket being sold in those environments or in those locations. Now, but the funny aspect of it is that we can actually have some messages popped up if there are no sales. Now, if I pick just data right here, there are no sales, it just shows me no purchases. And if I go beyond to select another year where we're going to have no purchases in all of those cards, and as well in some visuals, it looks very blank, and it makes our clients look some kind of, wow, what is going on? And she starts calling us again. We don't want that to happen. We want to pop up some messages that actually shows why we don't have purchases. So I'm going to take you to the other workbook where we have the complete work. Like, this is what we have right here. This is how we want to format that dashboard to just look like. So if I select right here this particular location, and you can see we have no purchase right on this location, and we have a message popped out that says no purchases, and we have the card changes to red, which shows us that really there are no values to be displayed right here. And if we go beyond that and actually show a year where we don't have purchases for this particular location in all of this visual, all of the filter place, this is the message we have. Based on the filter place, there are no purchases to retrieve values. Now our boss or our clients could get it clearly that really this is what is going on, without feeling like what is happening, why there are no values, or the charts just disappear automatically. But immediately we select a particular location that we have sales or we have purchases, we have the card comes back to normal. This is exactly what we want to replicate right on that particular aspect. If you look at this dashboard, it was built without pivot table. Taking you back to the back end right here, if you see everything we have right here, they're just formula based. Without pivot table, we're able to actually achieve this and the filter. So this is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do right now, but not how to create this any longer, but how to actually format it nicely to look like this. Watch my formatting and see how I format this. If you want to take a look at the first tutorial, you still have the privilege to click below this very video and watch my first tutorial on how I build this without using pivot table to do all the summary, all the summarize and stuff like that. Now we change between the tickets sold, and as well we change to that of the revenue automatically, and you see this actually gets popped out. Right now, let me take you to the right workbook and let's start doing this ASAP. So I'm going to click on view and switch to the workbook, which is YouTube class. So here we go, we don't have any values. I'm going to actually put it back to where we have values, so all the values are completed right here. So now taking to the back end right now, I'm going to be working on those cards to change those cards to red and give it a nice color if there are values. So now here is my data source. This is the data source given to us just from here down to here. So this is what we're able to add to actually create our dashboard to switch between one particular location or the cards to another, wherever. So taking you back to the back end right now, here is where we have our calculations that actually made us to visualize that aspect. So right now, the first thing first is for we to create this very card to change color dynamically. So I'm going to click right here and actually go to the top and click on home. From home, we're going to click on conditional formatting. So there we're going to pick new row and we select use formula to determine what we want. I'm going to have this right here. So already I have this place clicked. The next thing I'm going to do right now, I want to make sure I'm having VIP. So I'm going to use right here where my VIP is. This very ticket types is dynamic. It changes the header every single time we make a selection. So we don't have this clicked. I'm going to say if this is equal to 0. So what do I want to actually display? I'm going to go to the color and pick on this particular color, red. I want to show me red. So if I say okay, it is not 0 for now, it can't really display red. So I'm going to add a second condition to it again, and actually go to conditional formatting and go to new row. I'm going to click on use this same formula. I'm going to click on this and click on the same place again. Now this time around, if this is greater than 0, so if this is greater than 0, what do I want you to give me? I want to give me this very nice type of color. So I'm going to click on here, and okay, now here we go. I'm going to click on this particular one, and see the color we have right here is not the color I really wanted. I'm going to click on this and actually go to more color and actually have it formatted the way I like. So I'm going to bring it down. So now here we go. So we've just gotten something like this. I'm going to click on OK, and I'm going to hit OK right here. Here we go, we have the color nicely being out. So now I'm going to click on the second one. So don't do it to get close, else will you have this color on this and you have this on this. So this is the next one, VVIP. So I'm going to click on VVIP right here to get it done. So now what we need to do is go back to home, and we select our conditional formatting. So new row. So now we're going to be very fast about it. So sorry, equal to 0, we need you to display red. So the same thing. So once this particular VVIP is greater than 0, so now we are going to actually deal with the second color. The second color is going to be this very color we have right here. So I'm going to choose this color, and here we go. I'm going to actually make sure I actually touch it a little bit right here. So I'm going to say OK, then I hit OK. Then right here I put OK right here. So if you look at it, we have the color actually like this. So now we're going to actually take the regular color. So I'm going to click on this, and I go to the same formatting. So we go to new row, and we pick on this. So once this particular regular is equal to 0, less than or equal to 0, I'm going to say format, and here we go with red color. So we do the same thing again. So now once it's greater than 0, I want to, we need to have this particular one clicked. So once this is greater than 0, I want you to actually give me a color that would look very nice. I think this time around I need this very color, which I've not gotten. So I'm going to go right here and actually make sure I make it darker than what we have right here. So we got it so nicely. So now let's see how we can actually make sure we display those reds and stuff like that. So I'm going to pick right to this. So if I go back to my back end, what do I have? I have all this to be in red, which means it is very well working. So now I'm going to actually click and actually select back to where we have values. So now here we go. The last one is going to be the total. So we want the total as well to actually display the same thing. So here we go. We go back to conditional formatting, and we click on this new row right here, and we select this. We just try to use formula to determine what we want. So once it is 0, we want you to okay, I'm going to select again. Once this is equal to 0, so the message is going to be red, the color is going to be red, and we hit enter, go back and actually pick the same thing again to give you the second condition that you want to use to determine that. So now we're going to say once this is greater than 0, we want you to actually give us this very nice yellow color. So I'm going to pick on this color, and I'm going to say okay, nice, here we go. So we got a nice yellow color right here. So now that we've gotten all this, the next thing is to start creating our card. So now the first one is the VIP. I'm going to click on that right here and click on copy. So if I click on copy, I'm going to go to paste value, the paste type, and I'm going to use the link picture, but I can't do it from here right now. I'm going to go to my dashboard before I get it actually dropped. So I'm going to go to the paste right here, and I'm going to use this link picture right here. So it's coming up. So here we got what we want. So now here is this I'm going to actually have to place it right here. This is the VIP level, so I'm going to actually have to expand this, make sure it covers. So right now I think I have it exactly. Okay, this is exactly what we want. So what I'm going to do right now is just for me to shift this a little bit and actually click on this and actually have it deleted. For now, we don't really want that, so we have our value placed right there. So I am going to actually make sure I have it nicely shifted. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to right click and actually go to the send to back. If I click on send to back, what I'm going to have is this, and this time around I can have my if you look at the main dashboard right here, we have this ticket sales, so we have it on white, so I can have my text on white background. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna have my text on white background, and I'm gonna pop it out more, so I can actually make it popped out more, and I have it on the white background. So the white background is this, so I make it fit right here. So I'm gonna go to revenue to make sure it fits in. So I'm gonna bring it on a little bit, so I can kind of bring it down. Here we go. So now the next thing is I'm gonna work with the ticket. So the ticket, I gave it one little bit popped up, so I'm going to make sure the ticket is a little bit out of focus, not as bright as this. So this is exactly what we've gotten. So right now, if I place on a filter that has, make sure it has no value, what we're gonna see is this. Now it's going to display a message that no purchases, just like what we have in the other end. So now this is what we are actually getting ourselves into, is actually correct. So now what I'm going to do right now, I can't replicate this for this, but I'm going to go back to the back end and select the second one, which is the VVIP. Ctrl C will help me to copy, and if I come to my dashboard, I can actually come right here and drop it just like a link picture. So that is how my card got created. So now I'm going to actually place it on this. I want to actually measure it on with this so that it looks very nice, the same size. So this is awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get this one away from here, and I'm going to make sure I have this on top of this particular value right here, and keep a nice space. Don't worry, oh sorry, it was linked. So we're gonna actually deal with the arrangement here next time. Okay, now what we're gonna do right now is make sure we send these two back, and here we go. So we're not going to care about the formatting right now. Let me just place all the cards to let you see how we can actually do that dynamically. So I'm going to copy from here, and this is regular. So we go to the dashboard, we place our regular on this particular link picture format. So here we go, the regular. So I'm gonna pick it and make sure I size it with this to make sure it looks some kind of the same size. So I'm gonna drag this down and drag it to this end, so I got the size. So we're gonna pick it away from here, and this time around I'm gonna get this one off. We don't need it. So the last one now, but not the least, is for me to go back to the same back end and pick for the total. I think we have made a very small mistake right now. we don't really have for this. I'm going to have to drop it first and actually bring it. Okay, we have to go to link picture. What is going on? Okay, go to link picture and click on this linked. So it's coming up. Here we go. We got it. So right now we're going to exchange this for something under cards. So I think this is for the total, not for VVIP or regular or whatever. So now I'm going to actually make it this way and make sure it has the same size. So right now we're going to exchange this for this. So make sure you click on this and have this deleted, and now we are going to bring this one right here. Exactly. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to actually click on everything we have right here and make sure I click on send to back, which has worked. I'm actually going to click at the top and click on align, and I'm going to align align top. Exactly, this is what I have, and this is what I need exactly. So right now I'm going to click on this and actually go to the top and double click on this to actually pick the formatting and use it as long as I like until I want to get it off. If I actually have this dropped right here, exactly. So all I need now, I'm kind of going and click on my escape and escape, get the formatting off. So I'm going to actually bring it up, make sure I have it arranged nicely. So right now, the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to get a color from this, very double click and actually have it on this. So here we go. We might want to have it on bold. I wish. Okay, it's on bold, so I'm going to pop it out a little bit. So I will give it to others. Oh, sorry. So we lose that formatting right there. So give it to this. So now make sure this goes a little bit up while we bring this up again. So now this is how we can actually have this formatted. So now it might not look very some kind of neat like what we have right there. So right now we've just gotten this. So the next thing I have to do right now is for we to actually consider working with this. So I'm going to double click on this and actually give it a nice color so that the color can look some kind of tidy and some kind of, you know, correlated. So I'm going to go to solid. So using that, I'm going to click on here and I choose the color I want for it. So right here I want this very color, so nice. So and the second one is this color. Choose a color that actually going to make it yeah, we have this color, and the next one we're gonna have this very yellow color for it nicely. So now if I click on this, what I'm gonna have for me to actually go to my gradient. I'm going to go to my gradient right here, and what I'm going to have is I'm going to take this off from the gradient. So take this off as well. So this time around what we have is this color. So what are you still doing? So we're going to take this off, and now I'm going to choose this particular color for it. So I'm going to choose this yellow color, and I'm going to have this nice looking cool color right here. So oh sorry, the yellow color should be here. I never changed it. So the yellow color is there, and we click on this, make sure it's been clicked, and we choose on this very nice color. So this is how I have my two colors. So forget about formatting. So you have the dashboard downloaded, so you can always take a look at that. So right now if I go a little bit here, I see this particular type of shape. I'm going to actually click on copy. So what I want to do right now, I want to have this one on this first one alone. and I'm gonna click on this very format, and I'm just gonna go to picture or texture. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on the clipboard right here. So what I have is this. So now I'm going to do the same thing to this. I have it copied and I choose just that alone. So I go to the picture, so I'm going to click on this. If I have this clicked, I go to picture, I don't need to click on it again, so it comes automatically. I have it clicked. So here we go. So right now what I need to do right now is just to come to the top right here and actually make sure I widen the size, which is very nice. So right now I can have my data label right here. Go to data label. So sorry, I have this clicked alone. So click outside and make sure you're clicking everything, and actually click on your data label to come up. For my data label, so just go right here and actually do this stuff. So now here we go. I'm going to put it on inside base. It looks very nice. Inside base look nice. So now you can click on it and actually change the color, but I'm going to leave it that way to black, so black fits in very well. So now this is what we've gotten. So we are almost right there, so to the same color we have for our chart. So now I'm going to click on this again and I'm going to double click inside. So take it away and I'm going to click on here, and now this time around I'm going to go to solid color. So yeah, I think this color is fine. So come right here and make sure our chart is some kind of thicker than what we have right here. So now it is okay. So if I select this particular if I select 2020, so I can have this chart very bold. Yeah, I can see everything right on this chart right now. I'm going to click on this chart and actually give it this color. So go to the color and go to solid color right here, and we need to choose this particular type of color for this chart. It's going to look very nice, and I'm going to do the same thing to this as well. So go to the color and choose this particular solid. So we need to have this for it. So now if you look at it, all the color we picked right here, they are from the cards we have right here. So this is what we need to do. So now if I actually come right and select Lagos, so it highlights just Lagos area alone, so it highlights this with this color. So I don't really want this color for Lagos, so what I want is another color. I can some kind of click and actually change the color myself. So I want this particular color to be there when I pick on Lagos. So this is the color I want to get highlighted as well. So it's just highlight, doesn't change the figure, it's just a highlight. So if you want to see it on a ticket level right now, so you can see it's right out on a ticket level. So if you actually click and actually select a particular location like Delta where we have no sales, so it automatically we see this, the card gets to change. So now we made a mistake, we are having one card that is not supposed to be there for another. So if I click back, we make a change. So we need to give it the right card so that you shouldn't mess things up. So that is what we need to do. So now here we go. So now the next you have to display is to display the message we're going to have right here once there are no values. So what I need to do right now is go to the age group aspect where we have it analyzed. So if I go to age group, I'm going to actually sneak to this way. So this is the age group environment. So this is the age group. So what I need to do right now is to configure this particular aspect. So if there are no value, I'm going to actually take it off again. So I'm going to say equal to, and actually click on if equal to, and if this value right here is equal to 0. So what do I want it to display? I want to actually display a message that's okay, sorry, we have no value to be displayed. Okay, so we have no value to be displayed for the selected filter. So I'm gonna close it, comma, and if it is not, just give me nothing. So here we go. So because there are values right now, it's going to just default to this. So let me just make sure I have this so that it will look like, yeah, something is here. So we've just gotten this ready, right? So the next we're going to do right now is for we to get our dynamic color ready right here. So I'm going to click on the top right here and go to Set Formatting and actually click on Insert and go right here. So I'm going to choose this, go right here, and here we have it. So click on this, and like if this is equal to 0, so I want you to give me this red color. So else, now go back again. This particular, yeah, that is all we need. So we don't need another color. So if it is not, it's going to be white. So that is what we need to have. So I'm going to actually copy from here. Okay, fine. So copy from there and go to my dashboard and actually have it dropped right here, like for like a link picture. So we're gonna drop it right here. This is what I'm gonna do alone. Then the remaining one, you can have it done nicely yourself. It is actually okay. You've just gotten the idea behind what I've done right here. So I'm going to actually have to drag this down. So now I have it dragged down. So I'm gonna make sure I expand it. So expand it. So we don't see the effect right now because, yeah, we have values right on this. So what I'm gonna do is for me to just come right here and pick on a particular year where there are no values. So what do I have? I have this red popped out. So the next thing I'm gonna do right now is for me to actually some kind of click out and click nowhere. Just go to insert and insert a text. So just insert this and actually have equal to right here and go back to the back end. On the back end, you can now pick this and hit enter. So once you hit enter, we should have it right there. So what is going on? Okay, sorry for that. So I'm gonna click on equal to right here. I'll go back to the back end and hit this, then hit enter. Okay, I think something is messing up right here. Go back to the back end and let's see again what we have right here. Oh, we have it deleted. I'm going to use my Control Z. Yeah, we have it back again. Control Z got it back for us. So now I'm going to click on equal to and I'm going to go back to my back end and I'm going to have it picked this time around. I'm going to say okay to it. So here's what I've gotten. So I need to actually have it right here and make sure I have this some kind of popped out. By clicking on this, I get to go, yeah, I have this. So I'm going to give the color to be white. So this color white, and I'm going to actually make it shrink to exactly. So you can see the message being displayed. So every single time we don't really have values, so it gets to display itself. But if we have values on it, so we have it just nicely. Like if we have value, yeah, we have it disappeared, and it gives us our visual. We get to see that this is what it is. So now based on what we select right here is going to actually display. So if we go back to the main dashboard, you're going to see that we have something very similar. Just so go to view and we click on, so we click on switch and we switch to the main one. This is what we have right here. It looks just almost the same thing. So you can see how nice it is. So if you've just watched this tutorial, kindly go and watch the first tutorial and see what it is, and as well subscribe to get to see more of my videos and the upcoming videos. If this is very dynamic, you might really want to watch this. I'm going to be making video on how I actually build this KPI that shows the product our testing. So how we use this to test the product that is we have in the market already. How those products are doing. Are they doing good? Are they just being fair, or do they have poor turnover out there and stuff like that? We have a lot of dashboard for you guys, so just take a look at how you can actually learn the first part of this video, and let's see what we can do to better our dashboard creation. I want to say thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Subscribe if you've not been a subscriber to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel, and as well leave a comment. Let me know what you feel about this dashboard creation, and as well just hit the like button if you think any part of this tutorial actually helped you. Thank you very much for watching. Stay blessed and stay out of trouble.